Where's my TV? This is where she's gonna come up here, Kirsten. So she's set up. This is not her house. They rent it out like Airbnb.
Where is
Hello.
it?
Well, hello.
How are you?
Good morning. I have a special guest today.
You do? Hello.
Hi,
Cynthia.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Lovely, but your temperature looks a lot better than
What's
out.
going
You
on
see
here?
what's going on out here. It's pouring rain.
Is it really? Wow. Good morning,
Nasty.
Val. Well,
Okay,
welcome.
okay,
I
good.
hope you enjoy the class. I'm so happy you're here.
Well,
Okay,
thank
I'll mute
you.
us.
Oh my.
So we've got about another minute to wait for Anne. Oh my goodness. Actually, we can just start. We'll start doing a little warm up. So all the way to the back of the mat, keep nice and broad through your shoulders and get lots of length. So you're actually trying to get taller with your body. Palms face forward. Broaden and reach the arms. So the arms remain very active. Hollow out your belly. Center the weight between the heel and ball of the foot. Now, pull the head back so your chin is not protruding forward, and then take your gaze and look left. Come back center and then take it and look right. And back center, drop your chin down. And then take your gaze, look up. And you be the judge how far you look up. If it doesn't feel comfortable, don't do it. I mean, that's kind of what we say about all these moves, right? Do what feels good for you. Go left again. Go right. Come back neutral, drop your chin. And take your gaze, look up. Nice. Pull the chin in. Pull your elbows back and make a fist. Thumbs up. Your feet are a little wider than hip width. Okay, get your elbows back as far as you can. Give me a little hip hinge. And then come back up. Just keep repeating this. You decide how low you want to fold. You're just really trying to get some length back into the hamstrings and wake up your upper back. That's why I'm having you really try to pull those shoulder blades together and the elbows back. Once you've run through this a little bit, you might want to go a little further, only if it feels good. Okay, 3 more of these, and then I'm going to let you relax the arms. Not for long, though. Okay, big deep breath. Now you're going to let the left arm come down and go up and over with the right. And then bring that left arm back up again. Your arms are really reaching long and strong. Right arm down, take it up and over left. And you'll notice my range of motion isn't huge. I'm not like getting all out of alignment here. I'm just looking for a little release through the side body. Once again, really reach the arms long the whole class today. So if you find yourself where they're just kind of like hanging, get them working. Yes, because it's good for us. Okay, we're going to do a nice slow swan dive. As you bring the arms down, your palms face the earth. Fold all the way down and just look through your knees to the back of the room. So right now, it's a nice unweighting of the upper body. Just chill out and breathe. And if you feel better bending your legs, go ahead and do that. You can also rest your forearms above your knees. If you want to help your upper body a little bit, might not be ready to go folded so much, and that's okay. So we're going to stay here for 3 more big breaths. I'd like you to expand your rib cage on each of these breaths. Pop it open. Okay, bend your knees, drop your booty, fingertips stay on the floor and your spine is long, so you're not rounding your back. And then come back to your full forward fold. And let's do that again. Drop your booty, take your gaze forward of the mat and back to a straight leg. And one last time. From here, take your hands, start walking them forward, baby steps. all the way to the front of your mat and meet me in a plank. So hollow out the belly. Keep your neck long. Now, booty up high on the toes. You're in your first down dog of the day. Really elevate nice and high to the toes. Now, drive the heels to the floor. Make sure you can see your arms through your peripheral vision. Elevate up on the toes and press down with the heels. Just keep that going. Find a pace that, is good for you. You want to hang out with those heels down because you're enjoying a great calf stretch, go for it. Okay, lift your left leg up. Get it nice and straight with your hips square. Now I'm going to ask you to bring that foot all the way forward between your hands and stay in that low lunge position. So you've got your foot framed with both your hands, spine long. So lift up through the chest. Now let the knee pull forward a little bit. So maybe it's hovering over the toes. I'm just going to ask you to elevate off the heel and then press the heel back down again. Elevate up and press it down. And one last time. Palms down, frame the foot, step back plank. Meet me in your down dog. Once again, you're waffling between high on the toes and heels down. Just go between the two. Hopefully you've tuned into some great music. You're just getting going with this workout. Okay, let's take the right leg up this time. High enough that you feel your butt doing some work too. Leg is long. Pull it forward between both hands. Long spine, fingertips only on the floor. Bring that knee forward and then come off the heel and back down. Just keep going up and down, warming up the calf. And the less weight you put in those fingers, the more challenging the move becomes. Let's just do a few more here. Now, step back plank. So I'm going to have you lower to the forearms. So you can put your knees down to get there if you like. You're on your forearms. You're not dropping the face. Whatever you do, keep your neck long. Hollow out the belly. I'm going to have you lower the hips as you squeeze your butt. Baby cobra. Take your gaze forward. Keep your shoulders nice and broad. Now pick the hips up again. Nice flat in the lower back. Pull in the stomach. Let's do that again. Slow motion. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Lower your pelvis to the floor. Take your gaze, look forward. So you should feel a nice stretch through your six-pack muscles, the tummy. If you've worked them lately, you're feeling this. A little stretch. Okay, lift back up. Hollow out that belly. Now we're going to come back up to a high plank. If you'd like to put your knees down, go ahead. Meet me in your high plank. Pull through down dog. Hips up towards the sky. Nice and elevated on the toes. Just breathe here. Kind of set your intention. What you want to give to this class, to this moment. Hopefully, you're closing your eyes at certain moments and just kind of getting lost. Okay, let's drive the heels down. Now I'm going to have you pedal your feet. So you're bending and straightening. Just go side to side. Okay, now from your down dog, all you're going to do is hover the knees. Nothing else changes. And go back to high, high, high on the toes, but high in the air. Let's do this again. Hover your knees. Little more work for the lats when the knees are just above the mat. You're probably feeling it there. Come back up nice and high. One last time, hover your knees. Now put your knees down. Walk the hands in so they're right underneath the shoulders. I'm going to have you round your back, drop your face, look at your knees. I'm going to run through these cat-cows nice and slowly today. So whenever you're planking or you've got your palms down on the floor, please make sure you're not locking out the elbows. Chest comes forward, take your gaze up. And again, round your back. So here you're really trying to rotate your pelvis forward and separate between the shoulder blades. Pull them apart. We tend to gravitate, like stress goes to that spot for whatever reason on most people. Okay, chest comes forward, look up. And I'm going to have you pull your hips back so they're just over the heels, but not sitting on them. Your toes are still tucked under. Walk your hands forward. Keep your ears right by the sides of your arms. So the forehead is not on the floor. This is a stretch for the lats. We're going to get these shoulders into play. I'm going to have you open the palm on the right hand and then lift that hand off the floor just a couple of inches. Keep the shoulders broad and the arms straight if you can. Close it and relax. It should feel fairly challenging. This is going to help if your shoulders are rounded from poor posture. Open the left palm, lift it and reach it. You're trying to touch the front of your room. Close it and relax. Other side. Open, lift, and reach. And again, the palms in the front don't have to be too close to each other. You can even have your hands broader than the shoulders if that feels better. Switch sides, lift and reach. Close it and relax. One more time on each side because this is so good for us. Switch. Nice job. Walk your hands back so they're underneath the shoulders. Meet me in bear. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, elevate off your knees a couple of inches, just hold. Take your gaze forward of the mat. I'm going to have you move your right hand and your left foot simultaneously, one step forward. Step doesn't need to be big. Now we're going to do the same with the left hand and right foot. Step it forward. Keep those knees nice and low and switch. And if you run out of real estate, start taking it back. Let's try to meet somewhere in the middle in your bear. Now, hips all the way to the ceiling. This is your small down dog. Lower back into your bear. Remember, little breaks in those elbows. Flip up, small down dog. Elevated nice and high on the toes. If you had lights on your bottom, try to shine them right up to the ceiling. Feel that little extra tug behind the legs, creating length, which is good for you because you sit too much during the day. Hover your knees, shoulders over wrists. Hollow out your belly, take your gaze off the front of the mat so your neck is neutral. Come back up one last time. Come down into your bear, walk your hands back towards your feet, and then push off into a full forward fold. Let's do a nice slow reverse swan dive all the way back up to standing. I'm going to have you sweep your arms all the way to the ceiling and back by your side. Okay. Have your palms facing forward and set them right by the sides of your hips. And then I want you to squeeze the elbows together in the back as best you can. Big squeeze. This is another way to open up and create more length and flexibility in the arms and the shoulders. Okay, release it. Come back, do it again. Really squeeze, get long through your core. Nice. And relax. And one last time. Palms face forward and those elbows pull in towards each other. Nice job. Okay, relax. Big deep breath. We're going to start a little flow series. You go at your own pace, walk to the front of your mat. Nice slow swan dive all the way down. Palms down, step or jump back, high plank. Let's do a little half hover and meet me in your up dog. Squeeze your butt. Don't forget that. Hips up and back, down dog. Walk your feet all the way forward. Inhale, extend, flat back. Reverse swan dive back up to standing. Only to do it again. All the way down. Inhale, extend, flat back. Exhale, release down. Palms down, step back, plank. Give me that nice slow half hover right to your up dog. Hips up and back, down dog. Walk your feet forward. Inhale, extend. Reverse swan dive back to standing. And one more time, just because it's so much fun. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Palms down, step or jump back. Little hover. Up dog, hips up and back, down dog. We're going to hang out here for 5 breaths. Chat amongst yourselves. Have some fun. Really try to expand through the rib cage. Make your breathing fabulous. Okay, let's come nice and high on the toes. Let's lift the left leg. Open up that hip so the hip is open to the sky. Bend at the knee. And see if you can give me a little more height with your knee. I'd like you to evenly weight both arms. So you're staying square, you're using your core strength here to hold this pose. As you breathe a few more times, then we do the same thing other side. Relax that foot down, lift that right leg up, high on the toes, open the hip to the sky, bend at the knee, give me a little more lift as you breathe. Should really feel that butt doing a lot of work here. Keep your shoulders square. And relax that leg. Meet me back in your plank. And let's lift that left leg up. And if that's not happening for you today, both feet can always stay down. Let's do the same with the right. Let's make sure our shoulders stay nice and square over the wrists. Put that foot down, pull through down dog, pull back plank. Pull through down dog, hollow out your belly. This is a belly exercise. Come forward and back and forward. Nice, hold it here. Take your left knee to your left elbow, step it back, do the same with the right. Nice job. Do a little half hover right to your up dog. Hold it here in the up dog position. And if you can, come onto the tops of your feet. Little breaks in the elbows, of course. Broad through the shoulders. Come off your knees. Squeeze your butt. Great job. Just a tad of work for the arms. Who doesn't love that? Option to put the knees down. If you need a little break, then just come back and join in. After we hold this for a few more breaths, we're going to meet in child's pose. Who doesn't like that? Okay, hollow out your belly. Lift the hips up. Tuck your toes under. Slow motion, the hips are going all the way back. And take your child's pose however you like. So you can have your forehead down or not, arms down or not, whatever feels good. Just breathe. You want to take your breath into your lower back there. Kind of make sure you're breathing deep enough to get a release back there. Okay, come back up onto all fours. A couple of cat cows before we get moving again. Round your back, drop your face. Chest comes forward, look out. One more time, round. Push away with your knees, walk your hands back, meet me in your forward fold. And let's just cross the arms. We're gonna hang out here for a little bit. Hopefully you're feeling a little looser. Maybe the torso is getting a little closer to your thighs. Just chill out and breathe. Okay, if you want to add a little rotation, both shoulders going left, do it. It's not a big range. Go the other side. If you had your eyes closed, maybe open them. Come back center, release the arms, inhale and extend to a flat back. Hollow out your belly as you do a nice slow swan dive all the way back to standing. Sweep your arms up to the ceiling. Bring your hands over heart. Step your left foot forward, big step. Straighten that front leg, almost straight. And if you can completely straighten it, fantastic. Hinge forward. Oh, this is where it gets serious. Hold it, high on the toes on the back foot. Extend the arms out, makes it a little more challenging. You decide if you're ready to go there. Now for 5 breaths, I'm going to ask you to not move your torso, just elevate the arms a few inches. Just breathe. Okay, back to parallel to the floor with the arms. We're going to rotate both shoulders left and then come back, square them and do it again. Now, if you feel unstable, you might want to take that back foot and move it out a little bit. Okay, hands to heart. Bend your front leg for me and lean in some more. Now we're going to involve the quadricep muscle. Extend the arms forward. So your knee is over your ankle here. Elevate those arms, 5 breaths. Arms back to being parallel to the floor. Take both of them, go left. Come back square. And repeat. How fun is this? That butt's talking to you, I bet. Because mine is. Hold it here, lean in more. Go for it. Like take it to a breaking point. Or try to. Get close. Get a little edgy with this feeling. That's how you build strength. Using the weight of your body here. So 5 seconds, you're going to meet me in your plank. Take the hands down. Here we go. How awesome does that feel? Whew. Down dog. Five big breaths. Bend your knees, walk your hands all the way back to your forward fold. Nice slow reverse swan dive back to standing. Sweep your arms all the way up. Broad through the shoulders. Try to grow an inch. Hands to heart. Step your right foot forward this time. Big step. Almost a straight leg. This feels easy, right? When you start to hinge forward, that's when things start happening. And again, if you feel unstable, take this left foot and move it more to the left. Arms can extend forward. Barely abandon that front leg. Lift those arms up. Keep your chest exactly where it was. Arms are back parallel to the floor. Now take both shoulders, rotate right with straight arms. Come back and do it again. And back. Third time's the charm. Okay, bring your hands to heart. Bend your front leg. Let that knee come as far forward as you like. Now lean in so you really feel this butt actively working. Extend your arms out to make it more challenging. You can also try to elevate them. Just hold here. Don't drop into your right hip though. So just as a check, you might want to come up a 1/4 inch, but keep that big lean forward. Okay, arms are parallel to the floor. Let's take them right and come back square. And go right again. Lots of work here for your back. Last time. Come forward, hold, lean in more. Go for it. 5 breaths. Yes, you want this. Who doesn't? It's so good for you. Hands down, step back plank. Oh my word. Hold your plank. Option to always have your knees down. Press back down dog. Drive both your heels towards the floor. Make sure you can still see the sides of your arms. That makes sure that your neck is in the right spot and you're not hyperextending. Just relax here and breathe. Forget your to-do list today. Just like be in this moment. Easiest way to get rid of distraction is to close your eyes. Okay, bring your left leg up, high on the toes on the right foot. Take this left foot, bring it all the way forward between your hands. Sweep your arms out to the side and up to the ceiling. Shoulders now come right over those hips. This is a nice hip flexor stretch. You should be feeling it right here on the right side. Who doesn't love that? Oh my goodness. Hang out here a tiny bit longer. Nice. Okay, come on down. We're going same thing, other side. So meet me in your plank. Hold that for a little bit. Press back down dog. Right leg up. Step it all the way forward. Sweep those arms out to the side, shoulders over hips. Nice and high on the toes on your back foot. Take your gaze, look up. It's a little harder to balance when you do that. Okay, come all the way back down. Frame that foot with both hands. Step back plank. Hold it here for a few breaths. Break the knees. So bend your legs, bend your knees, not break them, bend them. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet, forward fold. Push your weight into the back of the body, into the back of the feet. Feel it heavy in the back of the body. Now, move it forward into the toes. Notice the difference of muscle recruitment that's being used. Right now, you're not really using your quads. Push back. Unhinge, arms out to the side, come all the way back up. Sweep your arms to the ceiling. And back, hands over heart. Come off your right foot and hold the leg straight. So we have our foot just hovering above the floor. Left leg is doing all the work. It's just a little balance challenge. Your feet are fairly close, but not touching. If you cheat this move, you've pushed this foot into the other one. It makes it considerably easier to balance. Just let it hover. Trust yourself. Pick a spot and make that your focus. Now, if you've dropped into this left hip, I want you to bring back length. Okay, let's do the same other side. Get as tall as you can. Nice. Whoops. Whoopsie. Okay, come to the middle of your mat if you're not already there. You're on your left leg again. This time we're going to just release the arms by our side. We're going to do a little hip hinge forward as we take this right leg back. So your arms are going to stay by your side with your palms facing the floor. Come really slowly through this hip hinge. You need to activate that back leg to maintain balance here. Once your body is parallel to the floor, hang out here for a breath or two, and then start to come back up really slowly. It's all about balance. Let's do the same on the other side. Slow is your answer here, and bringing as much muscle to the party as you can think of. So that means making the arms long, making the leg long in the back, keeping your core, pulling up and into the spine. Come back up nice and slow. Great job. Okay, switch to this left leg. Slight change here. Hover your right foot. Get nice and long through the body. The hands are just going to be in front facing each other. Your palms face each other. Start a hip hinge here, keeping that right foot hovering where we did the first time. Just keep it there. You decide how low the hands can get to the floor. They might go halfway. They might go a little further. You be the judge, but try your best not to have that right foot down. Once you get as far as you're going to get, come back up slowly. Nice job. Same thing, other side. I have a runny nose. Okay, lift your left foot. You really needed to know that, right? Okay, here we go. This is our strong leg. Most of us have a dominant leg. Usually it's the right, I'm not sure. You might get a little more range here. Go for it. If you have it there, use it. Come back up nice and slow. Nice job. Try it again, one more time each side, and then we move on, I promise. This is really good for you. Now that you've got that muscle memory down, you might get a little more range. Maybe your fingertips touch that floor, and then you start coming back up slow. Last one. Stay broad through your shoulders. Steady through that right foot. Okay, that's awesome. Come all the way to the front of your mat. I think it's awesome. Big deep breath. Nice slow swan dive down. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale down, palms down, step or jump back. Give me a hover. Up dog. Hips up and back, down dog. Pull forward to plank. Give me a hover. Up dog, down dog. One more time. Recover. Up dog and down dog. Stay right here. Pedal your feet. Nice job. Few more breaths. This is your last time in a down dog. Make it great. Okay, you're going to put your knees down. We're going to have a seat facing forward. We're going to do a little Pilates sit up here. So straight legs out, start in staff pose. Strong connection to your core. Arms are going to come forward with your palms facing each other. So start here in a long spine. Elevate the arms a little bit. Now C-curve the belly, the spine, and round yourself down really slowly. Hollow it out. As soon as the head hits the floor, start to come back up. Please hollow out your stomach. When you come back up this time, open the legs and let the hands walk through them. Again, a little stretch for your lower back. Hang out here for a breath or two. Now, keep your back in flexion. Roll it back all the way down with your arms forward. Hollow out. This time we're going to take the arms all the way back behind us. Thumbs can hover just above the floor. Point those toes. Give yourself a nice little stretch. Start lifting the arms, the head, the shoulder blades. Round yourself nice and slow back up. Open those legs, pull through them, relax and breathe. Okay, one last time. All the way down, nice and slow. I'm going to have you keep your wrists right over your shoulders. Bend your legs, pull your feet in close to your butt, as close as you can get them. Try to sit nice and flat on those shoulder blades. Hollow out the belly, lift the hips up. Activate your inner thighs by pulling the knees towards each other, but they're not touching. Just hold this. Elevate that right heel 1 inch off the floor. Let's keep our hips nice and even. Let's be equally into both shoulder blades and switch sides. And switch again. This time, pull that right knee into the chest. Pull it in. Now, slowly lower the butt till it hits the floor and then start coming back up again. Really slow. Now extend this leg out straight so both of your thighs are equal in height. So loading up a little bit more of the left hamstring and butt. Keep your hips even. Use your six-pack muscle. Push through that left heel. Give me a little more elevation. Now bring that right knee into the left knee and squeeze them together. Ooh, yes, definitely feeling that. Hold it, breathe. Yes, you can. Okay, take that knee back out so you've got hip width distance between the two. Just relax and breathe. Give me another 1/4 inch in height with your hips if you can. Okay, let's put the right foot down. Elevate off of that left foot 1 inch, hold. Pull that left knee into the body. Give me more height in the hips. Lower your hips in slow motion. As soon as they make connection to the floor, start coming up. Make sure you're using your inner thighs as best you can. Lower again. Lift again. Now extend that left leg out. Just hold. Drive the two knees into each other. Let's get the inner thighs doing something here. Okay, hip width between both knees. Leg is long, the left one. Put that heel down, just hold here. You got equal weight in both feet. Hollow out your belly. Slowly lower the hips. Pull both knees into the chest. Make a nice little circle to massage your lower back. Oh, should feel so good. Excuse me. Go the other way. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Pull your knees in. Tuck yourself into a tiny little ball. And then relax the head back down. Let's get our knees right over our hips, hip width apart. Press your low back towards the floor. It doesn't need to touch, but I want that activation through your six-pack muscle. Hollow out the belly. Extend your right leg 1 inch down above the floor. Leg is straight, right leg only. Left leg didn't change. Elevate your arms. Modified dead bug, you might know it as. Hold and breathe. Pull that knee back in. Both knees hip width apart, right over the hips. Same thing, extend out with the left leg. Hover it above the floor. Hollow out your belly. Act like you're having fun. So right now, all you're concentrating on is pulling the stomach in. That's the look we're going for, ladies. Flat bellies. Bring that knee back. Now we're going to do a full dead bug. So I'm going to ask you to extend the right leg out and your left arm back. Hold it. And bring it in. And switch sides. Pull that stomach in, however you figure out to do it. Just do it. Come back, switch sides. Come back, switch. If you want it harder, move that bent leg, the knee further forward. Definitely amps up the exercise. Okay, both knees pull in. Oh my word. Okay, hands on each knee. You're going to circle them independent of one another. Feels so good for our hips. Let's change our direction. Okay, we have one quick stretch before we sign off. Cross your right knee over the left. Not much of a bend in the legs, just a little one. Let the knees pull to the right. Use that right leg to get the left knee going towards the floor, but not on the floor. Take your left arm, make it long. Open it at a 45-degree angle from the body. It's actively reaching, getting a nice side body stretch over the hip and chest. This is a great stretch you guys could do every single day. This and then pigeon. We don't have time for pigeon today, but those are two exercises I strongly urge you to do daily. And at least holding it for 30 seconds on each side. Okay, let's switch it. Come back up, uncross before you come up. Get your hips nice and square to the floor. And then take the left knee over the right. Get rid of the big bend. Let them go down to the side. You're keeping that other foot on the floor and open out the arm. Reach it nice and long. Use that left leg to get that right knee going down towards the floor. Okay, bring the arm in, uncross the legs. One knee at a time is going to come up and into the body. Hug them in, nice and close to the chest. Okay, rock it up, come up onto the toes, nice and high on the toes here for a sec. Kind of get the blood flow going again. Okay, hips up, look through your knees to the back of the room. If you can, go to a straight leg. And if you can, I'm going to have you cross your right foot over the left and draw the hips backwards. This is a great stretch. If you walk a lot, if you jog or run, feeling this on the outside of that left leg. All the weight is in the back of the feet. Okay, uncross whatever works, and let's go the other way. If you can, you're lining up the toes. Drive the hips backwards. Relax here for a few more breaths. Okay, uncross. Feet are hip width apart, so you're nice and stable. We're going to do a nice slow reverse swan dive. Suck in the belly. Come back up, long arms out to the side. Sweep them up to the ceiling. And I thank you so much for your power and your strength. Namaste. Thank you for being with me. So nice. Whew.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Have a lovely
Thank
day.
you very
Bye,
much,
Val.
Kristen. Hi, Ann.